Hello everyone, in today's video I'll be giving you a forecast for next week and also whole nearly a month ahead from the Weather Central chart. Normally this is the layout I'll be doing normally, 3 UKV charts and 3 Weather Central charts. This is what I try to keep it like on a typical normal forecast. But firstly we'll start with the precipitation first. You can currently see as we head into Wednesday, not much rain, just skirting. Rain is mostly confined towards the western part of the UK today. Mostly parts of Republic of Ireland, but other than that, clear skies. Continuing to Thursday, or into Wednesday or into Thursday now, you can see that that cloud will roll in on Thursday. Will burn back as we head into afternoon, burn back on the coast on Thursday, 15th of May, and continuing this very weak weather front here, bringing a little bit of cloud, this arc there, not sure if you can see that, and continuing now, you can see that onto Friday now, basically same thing here again, cloud drifting into inland, rolling back as we head into afternoon. Same thing happens on Saturday as that cloud, as nighttime falls, cloud for the whole country, not much signs of rain, and burning back by midday already. Same thing happening on Sunday, and then burning back towards the coast again, basically repeating over and over again the cycle. So this is what we'll be seeing for the next part of the week. And looking at the 800 HPA temperatures, this is not surface temperatures. Everyone gets confused by this. This is temperatures at 5,000 feet, and we use this so we can calculate how hot or how cold the air mass is. And just basically milder air, 7-8 degrees, typical for this time of year. And basically continuing, you can see that into Thursday, still pretty much the same temperatures on a 5,000 feet. Not much changes, but again, as we head into Sunday, into Monday, this gathering scattered of below zeros just move a little bit closer towards the UK. Maximum temperatures today will be around at 3 p.m. peaking at 24, 25, isolated 26 degrees in those exposed spots. Moving on into the Thursday now, temperatures will stay up to around 13, 14 degrees for the west, and for the eastwards it will be around a cooler night 7, 6 degrees. And for parts of Thursday now, you can currently see that moving on back into 3 p.m. Temperatures 2, 3, 4 degrees lower than yesterday. Around 2021 isolated, around 2021 mainly isolated 22 or 23. Same thing on to Friday. You can see that those temperatures will pretty much be very similar, about 2, 3 degrees higher again. 23, 24, maybe 25 in some spots. Saturday now, you can see gets cooler again, 21, 22 by the center of the England. And now as we head into Sunday, basically same thing, 23, 22, around that same temperature threshold, a few degrees above average still for this time of year for the south and for the north. Looking at the Weather Central chart from the GFS chart, you can currently see high pressure is dominating the weather, and then when we get high pressure, it's basically dry weather. Could be a little bit of cloud, though. Don't expect all sunshine. Usually when we get high pressure, however, when we get high pressure, it's basically same cycle. The cycle I've been talking about at the start of the video. Cloud rolling in from North Sea after the sun sets. After the sun rises, that cloud will retreat back towards the North Sea. So this is the cycle we follow every single summer, every single spring or summer, when we have a high pressure position like this with an easterly breeze, a nice easterly breeze blowing our way. Just high pressure towards Iceland, high pressure towards UK, we get easterly breeze from that. That's what's causing that cycle to happen. No actual name for the cycle just yet, but it is called it is actually a cycle. That's what I like to call it. And as we continue now, high pressure basically dominating the weather. Again, like yesterday, I did say a northerly breeze will come down, and it does here. It does so, but a little bit more easterly tracked here. Yesterday, we saw that land directly over the UK, but look at that today. Little bit 100-200 miles off the radar of what we've seen yesterday. Much hitting Scandinavia this today from the run actually. But it will still be mild in the UK, 17, 18, 19, 20 degrees. Wasn't as cold as yesterday, but again, still 2-3 degrees above average for this time of year. And continuing this, low pressure is unlocked from the jet stream, and it's going to cause brief unsettled weather or even stormy. This low pressure actually develops as it moves towards the UK. Let's see how much isobars that is. That is actually 986 millibars shown in the center of the low there. Could cause a little bit of strong winds around it. Nothing crazy like we have in winter. But let's just put on the 10 mean wind gust. Yeah, just towards the south there. 47 kilometers per hour. Would it even be called a storm if it's like this? Need to be much more upgraded for this to be a storm. So very, very less likely to be a storm. But with the precipitation, it does look like actually it's going to cause quite a washout for the UK. It's not really. This is not a this is not a wind feature. It's a rain feature. Look at that. All of that blue splattered on the map there. Does look pretty big hit there. After that, northerly flow directly towards the UK. This is where we see colder temperatures on the United Kingdom with this one. Top temperatures for 13, 14, 15 degrees. A few degrees below average. That's what we would call it on 25th of May. And continuing now on to Europe, you can currently see that high pressure is still in charge. Lockout of low trying to emerge from the Atlantic, and by the time we head into 30th of May, basically just sitting at bay, not doing much. And let's check those temperatures on the UK again. Basically, very similar again. 17, 18, 19 degrees, even 20 in some spots. Nothing too crazy. Average temperatures, what we've seen here around there, maybe a 1 or 2 degrees above average, but still it is what it is. And now moving on to the GEM chart, you can currently see again, high pressure is dominating the weather. That means we get that cycle again. And continuing, you can see that low pressure is trying to develop for the south there. And then we get one low pressure. High pressure is blocking them from this way. And it's actually, this high pressure actually extends up to Greenland. And look what it does. When it extends up to Greenland, look what it does. Notice this part here. And I'll put on the 800 HPA temperature. So cold air flushing down into the UK. 0 degree isotherm firmly. -5 even. You see that boundary there. Very close. 50, 100 miles off. Not a surprise. Top temperatures. Look at that. 12, 13 degrees. Or 14 degrees for parts of the UK. Ridiculously cold for this time of year. 22nd of May. We were talking about 5, 6, 7 degrees below average with these temperatures. Not want to have that. No one will want to have that even to end spring. And that's the way it's going to continue. And basically, 240 hours in the middle of head. Basically, you see two low pressures lining up here. High pressure towards the Azores, basically hitting Iceland with these two low pressures. And now with the ECMWF model, high pressure is dominating again and extending up to southeastern Greenland. But still, look at that high pressure. It does not move at all. And what it does here actually stays there for a long time before 22nd of May, where it moves towards the south into the Azores instead. this is where we start having some uncertainty how warm it's going to get, because those two mean temperatures look like it's going to be pretty hot with those southerly breeze. So around 24-23 degrees for parts of France, around 21-22 degrees for the UK, and it's still a southerly breeze here, and we continuing, and we continue to see that low pressure is gonna come in there from Greenland, cutting them. It will start to develop as it moves on towards the UK. It will start to strengthen, and then basically low pressure is dominating the weather. Northerly breeze, and then when we get weather start 300 hours into the future, all the way to 360 into the future, and those temperatures is gonna not look pretty that great at all. Those temperatures still cooler than usual, up to around 14, 16, 17 degrees. Still relatively average, but not as cold as the GM run. Thanks for watching this video. There's a lot of uncertainty on with this, so do not take any of these just yet. And thank you for watching again, and until next time, goodbye.